Hello, and welcome to the Joins Personality Adaptation Questionnaire web app. In this video, I will be providing you with a tour and walkthrough on how therapists, clinicians, and other professionals can use this amazing program to administer and interpret the JPAQ. Let's get started. Once you've created a clinician's account, you will log on here by entering your username and password. I've already done so here. Once you have entered yours, go ahead and click Login. Once logged in, this is what you will see. On the left-hand side are all the options for the clinician to utilize for this program. Click Resources to learn more about this program. Review an article on how the adaptations function, and read the article that Van Joins wrote on using redecision therapy with different personality adaptations. You can click the JPAQ packet material link to view the packet that is available in the typical binder. This is divided into two sections: the clinician section, which is broken down into each chapter, and in the resources section. This is the part that the client has access to or is allowed to have copies of from the packet. To create a new client, click on the link right here, My Clients. And then you're going to click on New Client. Now we'll go ahead and fill this out. Once filled out, all you have to do is click Saved. Now the only things that are required is that you have a first and last name and a valid email address for your client. Once you click Save, the client will be sent an email letting them know that they have been registered to take the test. Once you create a client, it'll show up under your My Clients panel right here. As you can see, the client I've created is named John Smith, and what I need to do now is assign a token for him to have access to the test. So I'll click that now. Now currently, as I'm recording this, we are having an issue with the server not sending an email out to the client. Typically this will not be the case, and we are working on a fix for this. But what a client will see is an email that looks like this. It says, "Hello, the client, thank you for purchasing the JPAQ," and it has a link for them to click to take their test. So they click the link, and they are brought to this page. Now this has a video introduction from Van Joins explaining how to take the JPAQ and just a quick overview of how the program works. The client can watch that, or they can click Continue to Survey. The client is presented then with the JPAQ survey, a true-false questionnaire here. It's 72 questions, and I went ahead and filled this one out for time's sake. Once they're finished, they will click Submit Survey. And this is really where the cool part of this app happens. The app will go ahead and interpret the results of the client right there for you. So this client is interpreted to be a creative daydreamer, charm manipulator, and responsible workaholic. Now based on that, the program then aggregates information from these three areas and creates a customized rundown of that profile, as you can see right here, and a summary of those three adaptations that apply to the client. And this is what the client sees. Now once the client has filled out their JPAQ and submitted it, the clinician will be able to go back to their My Client screen and see the results. So you can see two versions of the results. You can see the version that the client saw, which looks like this. I'm using a different profile, similar but different, or which is exactly what they just saw. Or you can view the clinician version. Now the clinician version is pretty neat too, in that it shows the same profile and graph as the client saw, but it's got a lot more information. So you see it has their overline profile here, the outline of their stuff. When we get down here, it goes into more information about each adaptation that applies to that client, and includes articles that are not in the typical brochure.